Good evening in Trento, Cedric Hernard, head coach Berlin Recycling Volleys. What do you expect from this match from your team?
Big mindset. That's the first thing I ask to the guys, because as I told them just before, we deserve to be here in the top 8 now in Europe, because we did a really great pool with great games against every opponent in St. Petersburg. But now we are in the top 8, and Trentino is one of the best for sure. And we know how strong this team can play. But a big part of the game will be about the mindset. I really believe that sometimes, these kind of events, it's always the way you manage these emotions and this feeling. So I expect big fight from my guys, big mindset at least, and respect the game plan for sure. But to play with the good behavior, that's the main thing.
Good evening, Angelo Renzetti, head coach Trentino Itas. What do you expect from this match from your team?
The first, we are very proud to play tonight because this means that we are in the best 8 team of championship. Berlin won a pool against a very strong Russian team, and this explains its value. In these 2 matches we want to give our best to try to enter in between the top 4 team in Europe.
So perché se l'avevi lasciata qua, no? No, infatti. Buon Salvatore. Non ci credo ci sei in tuo. Capisci perché non voglio fare questo niente adesso? Vabbè, figa, quello io ci devo fare. Fai un incidente con la macchina.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2022 CEV Champions League Men's Quarterfinals. What a match we have here for you this evening. Live from Italy, it's Itas Trentino against the Berlin Recycling Volleys, the first of a 2-match quarterfinal series to decide who stays alive to perhaps become the champions of Europe. Crazy results elsewhere in Champions League all week, both men's and women's. Yashevsky Veglio upsetting Lube Civitanova in Italy on Tuesday, as well as some great matches on the women's side. The winner of this Trentino and Berlin 2-match series advances to play Perugia, another Italian team, in the semifinals. My name's Rob St. Clair. Thank you all very much for joining us live on Eurovolley.tv and the CEV YouTube channel. Make sure if you are watching on YouTube, you pick up a subscription to Eurovolley.tv so you can watch every match live and on demand from the entire Champions League. That will also be the only place you can watch the Super Finals later on this season when we crown our champion. A lot to get to between these two teams, Trentino and Berlin. First and foremost, this is a rematch of last year's Champions League quarterfinal. Trentino winning both of those matches in the two-match series to advance. They ended up losing to Zaksa Kedgers and Kozlai in the Super Finals. They were second place in all of Europe last year, losing that championship match in 4. But they got past this very same Berlin Recycling Volleys team on their way. And Trentino had a just massive overhaul in the offseason. No more Simone Gianelli, no more Namir Abdelaziz, no more Riccardo Lucarelli. But they bring in Riccardo Spertoli. They bring back the great Matej Kaziski. They bring in Daniele Lavia. They keep Alessandro Micheletto, one of the great young superstars in the game. And they pull directly from Berlin their new libero, Julian Zenger. So an interesting storyline there as well. This Trentino team, third place domestically in Italy right now, 16-6 in the Superlega, 51 points. They got to this point in the Champions League by finishing second place in Pool E, 4-2 in that pool, losing twice to Perugia, but taking care of Fenerbahce and Cannes twice each. Looking at Berlin, the Berlin Recycling Volleys, by far the best team in Germany this year. Undefeated in the main stage of the Bundesliga, the #1 seed in the Bundesliga playoffs. However, they were upset early in the German Cup semifinals. They got to this point in Champions League by winning Pool D, including 2 incredible wins on the road in St. Petersburg over Zenit St. Petersburg. Those were great, great matches. And the question has been really all year, how is Berlin going to stack up against the rest of the elite teams elsewhere in Europe? Because they're just so clearly the best team in Germany, how are they going to handle other great teams elsewhere in the continent? And sure enough, they travel to Russia, pick up 2 huge wins, and they win that pool. So that question has been answered. Now the question is, how will they fare against a truly elite Italian team like Trentino? And how will they manage this particular matchup? Very, very interesting matchup to watch. What I've heard, with pretty recent, somewhat breaking news, is that Daniele Lavia for Trentino will not play tonight, out with a minor injury. So the normal 3 outside hitter system that Trentino has typically run throughout the year, with Micheletto, Kaziski, and Lavia, all outside hitters, all on the court at the same time, that will not be the choice tonight. It will either be the rather true opposite Giulio Pinali, who lines up opposite the setter, or they could perhaps bring in Oreste Cavuto as an outside hitter and run the same 3 outside hitter thing. So I'm not sure what they're going to do just yet. We will see what Coach Angelo Lorenzetti has in mind. But very recent news, Daniele Lavia will not play tonight. Trentino's leading blocker as well. He was the second leading blocker in the entire 4th round, which for a non-middle is an incredible performance. Look here at the Berlin lineup. We pretty much know who to expect out of them starting lineup-wise. Definitely be Sergei Grantkin at the setter. A lot of international flavor on this Berlin team. Really the only German player in their starting lineup will likely be Ruben Schott at the outside hitter spot. For Trentino, the question will be, what does Lorenzetti go with in Daniele Lavia's absence? A couple things that are not in any way in question is the middle blocker pair for Trentino. 2 great Serbian towers of Marko Petrashinin and Sresko Lisinac, 2 of the best on the planet, holding it down in the middle for Trentino, and some fun middle battles as well, because for Berlin they've got 2 young superstars, Jeff Jendrick, the American, and Nehemiah Mota, the Australian. We saw a quick look there at Ben Patch, going to be really relied upon to score a lot of points at the opposite for Berlin, and there the young superstar Alessandro Micheletto, the 2'11" left-handed Italian superstar. It is just about time for first serve, ladies and gentlemen. Live on the CEV YouTube channel and Eurovolley.tv. My name is Rob St. Clair, bringing you Trentino versus Berlin. first of a two-match series in the quarterfinals of the 2022 Men's CEV Champions League. We will meet our officials, meet our starting lineups, and get to first serve in just a moment. Champions League anthem has been played. Handshakes from the coaches. It is time to meet our officials and meet our starting lineups of Trentino of Italy and the Berlin Recycling Volleys of Germany. First, our officials up on the stand. Olivier Guillet of France. Lucian Vasily Nastase of Romania down on the ground. They'll be assisted by our challenge replay officials. Sitting down there by the scores table, we'll talk about the challenge system as that is brought into play throughout this match. And now the starting lineup of the Berlin Recycling Volleys, led by coach Cedric Eynard. First and foremost, the only German in Berlin's starting lineup, Ruben Schott, number 3 at the outside hitter position. Jeff Jendrick, the American, in the middle. Nehemiah Mota, the Australian, in the middle. Sergei Grankin, the Russian legend, at the setter position, number 6. Timothée Carl, the Frenchman, number 9 at the other outside hitter. Santiago Denani, the Argentinian, at the libero. And the American opposite, number 13, Ben Patch. That is the same lineup that we saw from Berlin as they went to Russia and beat Zenit St. Petersburg twice to win Pool D. This is just an electrifyingly fun lineup to watch for Berlin, and we'll see how they handle the starting lineup now of Itas Trentino. No Daniele Lavia available tonight, but they have the Bulgarian legend, Matej Kaziski, their captain. Ricardo Spertoli at the setter. Alessandro Micheletto, one of the great young players in the game, at the outside hitter position. Giulio Pinali steps in as a more traditional opposite in Lavia's absence. Julian Zenger, the German libero, coming over from Berlin. And the twin Serbian towers in the middle, Marko Pedrašin and Srećko Lisinac. That is the lineup for Coach Angelo Lorenzetti this evening. No Daniele Lavia, so not the traditional 3 outside hitter look that we've seen from Trentino throughout the year. Now more of a standard or classic 2 outside hitter, 1 opposite sort of situation at the wings. And a lot of pressure going to be put on Giulio Pinali. Take a look at number 10 in white. He'll be called upon to score some points and do so at pretty solid efficiency in Lavia's absence. About ready for this best 3 out of 5 set quarterfinal match, the first leg of a 2-match series. This one in Italy. Next week we'll see this same matchup in Berlin. The winner advancing to take on Perugia in the Champions League semifinals. It is time. Berlin versus Trentino. Berlin in orange and black on your right, Trentino in white on your left. Champions League quarterfinals. Ruben Schott starting us off. Pretty good transition opportunity immediately for Berlin. Patch on the right side, through the block and down on the Trentino side. And the Germans are on the board first. Nice transition defense. Shot there in position 6, keeping that ball up off the floor, and turns into an immediate point for Berlin. Excellent start for the Berlin Recycling Volleys in this rematch of last year's quarterfinals, which were won in a 2-match series by Trentino. Perfect pass there by Zenger, the former Berlin man. Crushed on the left side. Matej Kaziski against a one-on-one, an absolute no-doubter. This is awesome. Check this out on the baseline camera. Love this camera view. Yeah, Mota, no choice but to jump with the middle, and a cross-court rocket from the Bulgarian legend, Matej Kaziski, number 1 in white, 37 years of age. Here's Sresko Licinac, the 29-year-old Serbian. Patch, beautiful dig by Pinali. Kaziski again, high flat, wanted the fingertips, and he got him. Block touch called immediately. And I don't think there will be much of an argument from Berlin. No, actually, yes, there is. There is an argument from Berlin. And we might already have our first video challenge of the match. Yes, we do. So Berlin looking at the block touch on the challenge replay system. Both teams get 2 challenges per set. If you keep, or excuse me, if you win your challenge, you keep it. So you can effectively challenge infinitely as long as you keep getting them right. This was initially called a block touch for Trentino. Berlin arguing that it was not touched, and we will see on the super slow motion replay. Or maybe we won't see on the replay, but Berlin is going back to serve here, so they take that point. Therefore, a successful challenge. Nehemiah Mota, the Australian, in the middle, back to serve. Crushed by Petrosyan. Really nice run there. Ricardo Spertoli, number 6 in white. Big pickup for Trentino this offseason. Big shoes to fill with his countryman Simone Gianelli, one of the best setters on the planet, leaving for Perugia. But Spertoli has really played well this year, and I love watching him set the middle from a little bit off the net like that. Here's Pinali stepping in as the full-time opposite in this match. Really good pass. Shot out of the back row, dug by Zenger. Carl is roofed by Spertoli. Really nice block right there. Ricardo Spertoli, only 1.85 m, but a really good athlete. Excellent block right here. Nice right-handed press to seal the line, and Petrosyan in there as well. Trentino with an early 4-2 lead here at home in this first set of this best 3 out of 5 set match. Here's Pinali again. 24-year-old Italian opposite. Passed well off the net. Grankin runs it down. Carl challenges the 3-man block. Dug by Micheletto. Back to Berlin. Patch is roofed by Kaziski. Oh my goodness, what a stuffed block. 1-on-1. Matej Kaziski turning back the clock. Really one of the best to ever do it. 3-time Champions League winner with this very Trentino squad, winning 3 of these titles in a row from 2009 to 2011. That is a massive move to shut down Patch 1-on-1. Great start for the home Italian side. Patch again, this time denting the floorboards. Nice repeat set there from Sergei Grankin. Love a setter who will go right back to a hitter immediately after he's been blocked or made an error. Really keeps the hitter's confidence high. And this is a bomb by Patch. Nice read. He recognized that Kaziski jumped late to the inside last time to take his cross court away. This time, anticipating the same move, hammered it down the line. That serve missed out of bounds by Patch, not by much, but well left long by Trentino. Here's Kaziski. This is his first year back with Trentino after a couple years in Verona. What a set that is. Sergei Grankin. Oh my goodness, piece of absolute magic right there. Firing that ball into Jeff Jendrick from basically the 3-meter line, like falling away from the net in position 1. That is extremely high degree of difficulty from one of the best to ever do it. And Jeff Jendrick made no mistake. 4-6, excuse me, with Tim Carl. And now that serve missed out of bounds. pass there. Shot, high flat, gets the fingertips of the block on its way out of bounds. Excellent high, flat, smart swing by number 3 in black and orange. The only German in the Berlin starting lineup. Yep, perfect. Good looking block in front of him. Schott had no intention of hitting this ball into the court. He wanted high and deflect off the fingertips of the block where the Trentino defense could not run it down. It's exactly what he got. Not the best set to Pinali, a little bit behind him, kept alive, but back to the Trentino side. Nicoletto down the line, dug by Patch, but sent just out of bounds. And the first kill of the match, likely of many. For the unicorn, number 5 in white, Alessandro Nicoletto, 2 meters 11, 20 years of age, left-handed outside hitter, truly a one of one in the world of volleyball, and the nickname of the unicorn very well deserved. Spiritually misses that serve short at the 2-point game once again. Teams trading service errors, and that will send Nicoletto back to the line, and he is just a matchup nightmare. I mean, you're 2 meters and 11. The contact point, the height of the contact point that you can get, if you're 2 meters and 11 and your arm is as technically sound as Nicoletto, is just crazy, and he's lethal from the service line as well. Carl will have to step in and set this ball. Shot on the right side, gets the reset. Mota in the middle, covered by Grankin. Patch on the left side, beautiful dig by Zenger. Pinali in transition, way over the top of the block, wanted the touch and did not get it. So a point on serve for Berlin to get back within 2. Nice rally there. A couple smart plays from 2 different Berlin attackers, just tapping the ball into the high part of the block to get it reset back on their side. And a heck of a swing by Ben Patch on the left as well. The ball eventually missed out of bounds by Pinali. It's a 2-point game. Ace serve. Wow, Ruben Schott with an absolute laser. Beautiful serving from number 3 in black and orange. Ace is his former teammate Julian Zenger. Berlin back within 1. This Berlin team is really good from the service line at just about every position. They've got a nice variety of heavy jump spinners and some jump floaters. Shot again, not this time. Question for most of this year for Berlin has been, how are they going to stack up with the rest of the elite competition elsewhere in Europe? Because they're by far the best team in the German Bundesliga. How are they going to handle a team like Trentino? And answering really nicely so far. That is a beautiful put away by Nehemiah Mota out of the middle. Maybe a little bit of an underset ball as well, and he still got away with it. That's going to be an interesting battle between the 2 Berlin middles, Jendrik and Mota, against the extremely experienced and high-powered Serbian duo of Petrasian and Lisinac. When Julian Zenger left Berlin to come to Trentino, he left some pretty big shoes to fill at the libero position, filled very nicely by Santiago Dinani, one of the best young liberos in the game. Carl challenges the block and gets a good deflection off the block and out of bounds. Timothée Carl, number 9 in black and orange, 1 meter 99, 26 years of age. The Frenchman who's seen very limited time on the national team, but I expect that to increase. He's had a really good last couple years for Berlin. He's very important to their offense. Ace serve, wow, Ben Patch cuts that one short in front of Kaziski. A really nice change of pace. Watch this. Look how much topspin this has. Really well disguised. That looked like he's going to go after it until the last possible second. He chops it short to the sideline in position 5. Already 2 aces for Berlin. It's a tie game, 11 apiece here in the first. Better pass there from Kaziski. Nicoletto out of the back row. What a dig by Schott. Carl dug by Pinali in the backcourt. Kaziski, high flat off the hands, dug by Carl. And no violation called there, or is there? Ah, okay, reaching over the net is called against Trentino. That ball was deemed to be entirely on the Berlin side as Grankin went up and tried to set it. Pedrashanin disagrees. He thinks that he got this ball while it was in the plane of the net. Oh, that's a great call. Wow, beautiful work by our officials there on the replay. I thought it was very clear that that ball was fully on the Berlin side, but we will have a challenge about this. Trentino wants to take a look. But from that initial replay, I don't think this is going to be a successful challenge. And sure enough, a quick review, and Berlin keeps that point. It's 12-11. The Germans take the lead. Good pass. Kaziski blocked by Grankin and can't be covered. No way. Sergei Grankin one-on-one. And that is a matchup that Trentino has been salivating about. Any of their outside hitters against the much smaller blocker in Grankin. But look at that veteran move. Jumping back to the inside to take the cross court away. Kaziski did not make the read. It's 13-11 Berlin in the first, and Trentino needs timeout. What a move that was.
Sulle palle alte, perché abbiamo fatto delle belle battute, loro hanno fatto dei buoni attacchi, ma lì sappiamo fare qualcosa di più. Vamos, via, vai, vai. Tu sei down, lavoriamo con la...
Patch serving again, the American opposite out of the timeout. And that, I think that serve speaks for itself right there. Very confusing. Well, certainly not a good toss there by Patch, and hand contact was similar. Here's Kaziski, slowed down by the tape and barely kept alive. Carl blocked, barely covered, sent over. Ooh, missed connection there to Kaziski in the pipe, but not played very well by Patch. Carl will have an out-of-system swing through the block and down on the Trentino side. And the Berlin lead is back up to 2. Kind of sloppy rally right there. Berlin walks away with the point. Something interesting that I'm noticing these elite level men's teams, both club and national teams, do the last year or so is in out-of-system situations when the ball's going to the left side against a triple block, the hitters want the ball further inside. That ball crushed by Micheletto on the left. But like you saw from Carl right there, the previous point, they want the ball further inside against a triple block, not so they can hit over it or around it or anything like that, but so the geometry helps you out a little bit in trying to use the inside hand of the third blocker. That's the weakest part of a triple block tradition. Oh, beautiful set by Grankin, hammered to the floor by Schott against no blockers. Beautiful delivery. Totally fools Giulio Pinali. Look at this. Spertoli, excuse me, was the blocker that was picked on. Jeff Jendrick pulls 2 blockers completely out of the picture and a no-doubter for Schott on the left side. All the credit to the setter right there. 15 serving 13. Micheletto high off the hands again, deflects out of the reach of Patch. That is an absolute mismatch. Micheletto, I know he's on the roster at 2'7". I promise you he's taller than that, more like 2'11". Against Sergei Grankin at 1'95" and 36 years old. That is a matchup that Trentino would go to time and time again. Here's Spertoli. Good dig by Spertoli. Zenger just barely can't quite keep it alive. Man, I can watch Sergei Grankin set the ball in the middle all day long. He can just fire it in there from anywhere on the court. And the way that that opens up the Berlin offense just can't be overstated. Grankin looked like he may have foot faulted there, and yes, he did. Put his toe on the service line. Grankin Grankin asking for a challenge. That's a confusing challenge because the best you can do here for Berlin is get a replay. And Grankin, of all the people in the gym to know if he foot faulted or not, is probably the worst one. He's not looking down at his feet. He's looking up at the ball. Oh, wow, sure enough. Grankin knows himself better than anybody, just millimeters behind the service line. So a successful challenge for Berlin and a replay of that last point. So no point awarded to either team. It's 16 serving 14 again. Interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that particular sequence before with challenging of a foot fault by your own team and getting it overturned for a replay. Interesting. Grankin again. Tight pass, rescued by Spertoli. Back to the Trentino side. Pinali on the left, deep cross court. He puts it away. That looked like it was right on the sideline. Really nice rip there. Better to 10 in white. Watch this again. Yeah, beautiful. Right on the sideline. And that's an interesting thing about this particular lineup configuration for Trentino. With no Daniele Lavia, you have a more traditional opposite Pinali that might build you into a tough situation in rotation 1 when the opposite has to hit on the left. Like right here for Patch. He gets a nice swing on the left off the block and out of bounds. But some teams really struggle in that rotation where the opposite and the outside hitter have to switch wings for just that one play. Both opposites there for both teams, showing some capability on the left to get their teams out of those rotations immediately those last couple points. 17-15 Berlin. It's getting interesting here in the first. No doubter right there. Crushed by Sresko Lisinats. One of the best middles in the game. Number 20 in white, Sresko Lisinats, 29 years of age, 2 meters and 5, a freak of an athlete, great arm, very good from the service line as well. Let's see what he's got here. Not this time, tossed it a little too far out in front of him, couldn't find it over the tape. 2-point Berlin lead once again. Really impressed with the German side so far. This Trentino team is not easy to slow down, but not the lineup that Trentino has gone with for most of the year with no Daniele Lavia available. Here's Mote. Podrashinin turning it back cross body through the block and down, excuse me. Man, I love watching volleyball from the baseline so much because you can really see the lateral way that the offenses and the blockers move side to side. And that right there, the high-level, quick split-second decision-making and the interplay between middle attackers and middle blockers is really fun to watch. Ace serve right there. Giulio Pinali ties us up at 18 apiece. Really nice rip right there from the European champion. Pinali, a big part of a very young Italian team that surprised really the world and won the European Championships back in September. 18 all. Some better pass there from Schott. Patch high, dug by Zenger. Kaziski high in the hands, covered by Pinali. Spertoli to Podrashinin, crushed off of Donati, plus a net violation. And Trentino takes the lead. Really nice back and forth volleyball here in the first. Looks like Berlin's going to call timeout here. Yes, they will. So the home side, Trentino, the 3-time champions, last year's runners-up, went down by a couple points, and they have responded. They lead 19-18 late in the first. Timeout Berlin. Let's listen into the sideline.
Okay, 5 and 1, cover the short after block, but 6 really far. Second thing, on Micheletto. On Micheletto, here is the perfect zone in defense. We just need to step and to be together. He wants to play over. He wants to use height. Okay? Allez, let's go, guys.
lot of pressure on Berlin right here to side out this ball. Good pass by Donati. Carl deep cross court, and he missed it out of bounds wide. No block touch, and I don't think Berlin is going to challenge. Wow, rare error there from Carl off a pretty good look. Yeah, definitely wide and didn't look like it touched the hands. 2-point lead now for Trentino, with Penali continuing to heat up from the service line. He served very well so far. Good pass there by Carl down the line. Patch blocked off the block and out of bounds. So there's the side out that Berlin needed, but now needing a point on serve to get back level. Good confident swing there from Patch, challenging the block, and he'll go back to serve. Had that ace earlier working short down the line against Kaziski. Let's see what he does here. Kaziski, deep cross court. That looked like it went straight over the top of Grand Canyon. That is unstoppable from the 37-year-old Bulgarian. Look at this again. Nice and high. Oh, yeah, just beautiful. That is as good of a swing as you'll ever see right there. No defense in the world going to stop that. Kaziski after that beauty back to serve with a 2-point lead. Looking for some insurance. Rotation 4 receive here for Berlin. Grand Canyon, the front court setter. Crushed in the middle, Jeff Jendrick. The standing set from Grand Canyon, man. I love watching Sergei Grand Canyon set the ball so much. The Olympic gold medalist in 2012. He played several years now at Berlin. I believe this is his 4th season after well over a decade playing for Dynamo Moscow. Here's Tim Carl needing a point on Berlin's serve. Good pass by Zinger. Micheletto tipped off the block. Good transition opportunity here. Jendrick in the middle, crossbody right on the sideline, and we are tied. Really nice transition offense right there. Jendrick dealing with a slightly underset ball, still able to find the court, and it is a tie game. All the drama you could ask for right here. Already only in the first set of this quarterfinal battle. Carl again. Well out of bounds there. Trentino retakes the lead. Shot dug by Kaziski. Good opportunity here. Micheletto for a 2-point lead. Dug by Carl off the block touch. Patch dug by Kaziski. Penali runs it down by the bench. Oh, but Micheletto runs out of room by the barrier and can't send over the free ball in the third contact, and we are tied once again at 22 all. Man, is this already a great match. That is such a good swing by Ben Patch to put his thumb down and bring that ball down the line. And I thought that Trentino was going to stay alive here. Micheletto misjudged it, couldn't send over the free ball, and it's a tie game, 22 apiece. Remember, you must win by 2. You could be headed for extra points here. And a blocking substitution, number 17 in black and orange, Marek Sotola. As well as a service sub, the backup setter, number 15, Matt West. So Berlin really selling out to try and touch this ball, slow somebody down in the blocking phase. No recognized setter on the floor right now other than West, but that ball destroyed by Leeson outside of the middle. Puts an end to any conversations about a block touch for Berlin. It's 23-22. So those substitutions will be undone on the German side. So Grandkin comes back in to set the offense. Bertoli will serve for Trentino with a narrow 1-point lead. Good pass there. Carl out of the back row. Really nice set choice there by Grandkin to go to the pipe. And the Trentino block half a step behind. Couldn't slow it down. Watch this again. Yeah. at least 2 blockers there jumping on Mota, the quick attacker, and they're already on their way down by the time Carl's coming barreling in out of the pipe. Tie game once again at 23-all. Defensive substitution in here, Oreste Cavuto, number 7 in white, backup outside hitter in for Trentino. And an outside hitter substitution, Cody Kessel, the American, number 11 in black and orange, in for Ruben Schott for a little bit more blocking size. 23 apiece. Both coaches using their benches to try and get every little touch here in the late stages of the first set. Micheletto blocked, run down by Zinger. Cavuto off the bench is kept alive. Oh, but a miscommunication. There was nobody over there on the left side for Berlin. Wow, Grantkin fed the ball to the outside. The Berlin offense was all out of sorts. Wow, you saw there on that previous play, the middle blocker Mota was trapped on the left. Kessel was blocking in the middle for some reason. Nobody there to take a swing at that ball on the left. And set point for Trentino. Schott back in at the outside for Berlin. Micheletto to serve for the set. Can he deliver this home crowd an ace serve? Let's see. Pretty good pass right there. Schott to keep it alive. Dug by Zinger. Kaziski for the set. High off the hands. Barely kept alive by Patch. Schott down the line. Gets the fingertips. Really nice high flat swing there by number 3 in black and orange. And we are headed to extra points. Wow, Trentino had a couple opportunities right there. Really nice play there from Ben Patch to run that down and not cross the center line. Beautiful high flat swing down the line by Schott. 24 apiece. Just a flashback from a couple weeks ago when Berlin traveled to St. Petersburg. They took on ZSP. There was a moment in the fourth set when Berlin trailed 20-15 until Ruben Schott went back to the line and rattled off 8 points in a row, including several aces. Could he do it again here? Slowed down by the tape. Spertoli's out of the play. Kaziski on a very tight set, covered by Pinali. And crushed crossbody by Lisenats in the middle. Nice transition play there. Yeah, really nice feed there from Spertoli. He caught Mota jumping to his left. Lisenats turned it back across his body. Set point Trentino once again. Now Lisenats serving for the set. Good pass by Schott. Carl, deep cross court right on the sideline. Can't be dug, and we're still alive. Wow, 25 all here in the first set. What an awesome tone setter for the rest of this match. Nice delivery there from Grantkin. Pedrashinin nowhere to be found on the block on that play. Here's Mota, the Australian. Ooh, good idea on the short serve, but much too short, and now Trentino will have another set point. Consistency of the crowd and their chants and the drums, it's amazing. Even at a limited capacity here in Italy, it's been a fun atmosphere so far. Timeout Berlin, facing another Trentino set point. This is Berlin's final timeout of the set.
Timeout, maybe short, but in analysis, only deep. Okay, then opposite is back. Okay, I want for you, Jeff and Nemo, opposite back. Jeff now. Big option with middle and front. If it's back, we play 1 against 1, but you have to be there. Okay, here we go.
Really interesting stuff there from Cedric Guénard in the timeout. So he's saying that once Berlin gets this side out, which he's expecting them to do, the next couple rotations for Trentino, he is okay with their blockers not, with Berlin's middle blockers not going to block Giulio Pinali. They're saying leave him one-on-one, focus on the middle and the left side. They want to force Pinali to earn his points in transition, and is not a usual starter. But Pinali here from the service line with an opportunity to win the set for Trentino. Carl to stay alive, tipped over the top. Pinali makes the play. Kaziski, high flat, beautiful run down by Donani. Patch is blocked and can't be covered. Wow. Trentino wins the first set on the stuff block by Marco Pedrashinin. And a really high-level back-and-forth battle throughout this first set, won by the home side, 27-25. Yeah, that late right hand for Marco Pedrasciani could not be covered on the Berlin side, and it's the Italians, the three-time champions. Trentino takes the first. Great back and forth battle there. 25-27, Berlin goes down. And much more volleyball coming your way, ladies and gentlemen, live on Eurovolley.tv and the CEV YouTube channel. We'll be right back with set number 2. If you want elite level volleyball with extremely high level plays, razor thin margins, in a great tournament, you are in the right place. Set number 2 coming your way live from Italy. It's Trentino versus Berlin in the quarterfinals of the CEV Men's Champions League in 2022. My name is Rob St. Clair. Thank you all very much for watching live on European Volleyball YouTube and on Eurovolley.tv. Make sure you hit us up on social media just about everywhere. Use the hashtag CLVolleyM. Follow us on Instagram at CE Volleyball. And make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube if that's where you're watching. Winner of this 2-match quarterfinal series advances to take on Perugia in the semis. The second leg will be in Berlin next week. But first, can Berlin respond after dropping a late, very tight first set, 27-25? Trentino grabbed the first at home, and Alessandro Micheletto, the unicorn himself, will start us off serving for Trentino on the right side of your screen. Good serve down the line. Carl tipped off the block of Pinali, but right on the sideline, I believe. Let's see this again. Kind of an awkward play there. Oh no, not touched by Pinali, just off the tape. So 4 contacts to call against Berlin, and Trentino's on the board first. Low set, reset into the block by Patch. Wow, look at that. Nehemiah Mota shuts down Sresko Lisenats on the overpass swing. Wow, what a break for Berlin. That looked like it was going to be Trentino's point all the way. But Berlin escapes that rotation. It's 1 apiece. Mota, a pretty good float server. Makes Lisenats pass that ball, but you can't stop that man. Wow, the give and go. Lisenats to Spertoli, back to Lisenats, and that is just such an incredible elite level middle blocker play to pass that ball, come from the right sideline, work that ball back to your right against your body's momentum. That's just amazing stuff right there. Now Lisenats back to serve. Great pass by Carl again. And a pretty good block touch slows it down, with the Trentino defense not deep enough to run it down off the deflection. Wow, lucky break there for Carl, right between the arms of Canali. He was there. Yeah, watch this again. Yep, right between both of his arms, maybe even off the head as well. 2 apiece, patch back to the line. Pretty good pass right there. Fired quickly into the middle to Jendrik. He missed it out of bounds, but he insists that he got a piece of the block on its way. Let's see here. Maybe off of Spertoli, who jumped a little late. We will have a challenge on this. No, we won't, as block touch admitted to by Trentino. Berlin does take the point. So it's tied up at 3. Carl back to serve. Still a little discussion here at the scores table. Maybe it was about the previous challenge. But back to action. Timothy Carl, number 9 in black and orange at the line. Cuts that one short. Handled well by Pedrashin. Micheletto out of the back row. What a dig by Shaw. Kaziski high flat, and it was Carl in position 6, excuse me, on that previous defensive play, but that was too good of a swing by Kaziski to run down off the deflection. Really nice play defensively there by Micheletto, and high flat off the hands of Jendrik. That is a perfect veteran swing right there by number 1 in white. He goes back to the line. Overpass. Free ball opportunity here for Trentino. Micheletto crushed over the block of Grankin off of Carl and out of play. That is Trentino volleyball at its finest right there. Great service pressure and Spertoli utilizing the mismatch. That is insane. Look at that, straight over the top. There's nothing you can do to slow that down. Grankin, not a bad blocker by any means, but you just can't stop a 2'11" lefty like that with that high contact point. Sort of missed by Kaziski. Berlin back within 1. Here's Jendrik, the young American. Good pass there by Kaziski. Oh, what a smart tip. Oh, Alessandro Micheletto with the beautiful read. I love that play. The play before, he goes high, hard, straight over the top of Grankin. This time, pretty well disguised and as casually as you like. Almost underhand at that point. Tip straight to the floor and nobody even close to making that play. Love that choice. Give and go to Mota. Covers himself. Right back to the Trentino side. Pinali out of the back row. Wants the fingertips and he got him. Good high flat swing there by number 10 in white. Trentino doing some classic Trentino things in transition there. Really playing with the Berlin block right now. Their blockers are flying around all over the place. And an early timeout from Coach Cedric Inard of Berlin to get his team back organized. 7-4, the Trentino lead here in the second.
Micheletto now, he starts to take the ball high and try to play over Sergei. Let's be compact in defense over Sergei, okay? Allez, let's go.
Good pass there for Berlin out of the timeout. One-handed set to patch, but sent over the net outside the antenna, or touched the antenna, I believe. So another point on serve for Trentino. Really dialing up some pressure right now. Yeah, that ball passed just a tiny bit too tight for Grankin to handle with 2 hands. That is the sort of razor-thin margin we're talking about at this high of a level. 8-4. Great start here for Trentino in the second set. And Maynard looking to his assistant coaches to help him find some answers. Shot tipped over the block, swatted back, barely kept alive. And a lift is going to be called. Wow, interesting. I think it was Mota there who was sent over the third contact, but did so by holding onto it with his fingertips just a little bit too long. Yeah, I don't know. That came out pretty quick. But it would have been a free ball for Trentino anyway. 9-4. Patch out of the back row, missed it out of bounds, wide cross court. I don't think there was a block touch there, and just too many unforced errors for Berlin against a team who plays as cleanly as Trentino does. And a 10-4, and straight up opposite substitution. Marek Sotola, the left-handed check man. Number 17 in black and orange in at the opposite for Patch. Timothy Carl to the bench as well. Looks like Samuele Tuya in at the outside hitter position for him. Sotola is rejected immediately. Wow. Micheletto and Lisenats combining. And Berlin just has absolutely no answers right now. Yeah, that's just not a very good swing from Sotola. Low right into the heart of the block. It's 11-4 Trentino. What a run they're on right now. I think 6 points in a row.
And easy service. Give time for Sergei to organize. Watch out on you. They just leave the line open, but they are really straight, okay? If you go on diagonal, take a good direction. Or sharp or line, okay? Allez, let's go.
Nothing run for Trentino here on the serve of Marco Podrashinin. 11-4 their lead here at home in the second set. Berlin has gone to the bench. We'll see if they can finally get out of this rotation. Shot high flat, kept alive by Micheletto, that's Podrashinin, excuse me, in position 6. But finally Berlin is out of that service rotation. It was a diggable ball too. I expect Podrashinin to even make that play. Now Grankin trying to orchestrate a comeback. Good serve down the line. Penali high flat off the outside handed shot and out of play. Good out of system swing, or in system swing really. But recognition of a pretty good looking block up in front of him. Penali's really good at letting that ball cross his body and work it down the line with a little thumb down action. Nice high swing there. 12-5, the Italians lead. Good pass. Shot on the right. Good off-speed shot, read well by Zinger. Micheletto in transition, dug by Sotola, sharp cross court. Sotola, the left-hander on the left side, gets away with that high flat. Micheletto can't believe he allowed that deflection. Nice defense as well. Marek Sotola fresh off the bench with a beautiful play defensively in position 4. Then he gets up and has a swing at it. Nice work by the young 22-year-old. Here's Schott. That did not miss by much. Well, in fact, it didn't miss at all. Ace serve. Ruben Schott right on the end line. That was a beauty. I don't believe there's any argument from Trentino about this. Oh yeah, perfectly placed serve right there. Berlin working on a comeback. Got to grab as many of those points on serve as they can. See if Schott can do it again. Better pass there from Koziski. Lisenats dug in the middle. But a free ball sent back here for Trentino. Lisenats again, slowed down by Mota. But nobody could make the pancake play for Berlin, and Coach Cedric Gaynard is losing his mind on the Berlin sideline because nobody can make that defensive play. He probably knew, just like I figured that Spertzley would repeat that to Lisenats there in the middle. Yeah, he's right. That play's got to get made. 3 guys there, nothing to keep it off the floor. Good pass there by Tuya. Sotola blocked, barely covers himself. Free ball here for Trentino. Oh, but a whistle and a center line violation. Okay, one of the Berlin players His body was across the center line in such a way that it interfered, apparently. Let's see again. No, I didn't see a center line there. Maybe a net touch in the bottom of the net. Anyway, no challenge from Berlin. It's 14-7. A convincing lead here so far in the second set for Trentino. Good pass. Tuia bombs away on the left side. Number 2 in black and orange, Samuele Tuia, the veteran Frenchman, 35 years of age. Came in for his countryman Tim Carl earlier in the set. That is his first kill of the match, and it was a good one. Nice rip there on the left side. Mota back to serve. Wow, beautiful delivery there from Spertoli. Pretty much nobody up there from Penali. And if you were watching during the first set, you heard Cedric Guinard, the coach for Berlin, talk during the timeout about wanting his blockers to prioritize the middle and the left side. They are willing to let Giulio Penali beat them. They're not going to waste blocking resources on him, in their opinion. And that good adjustment by Spertoli. That ball crushed in the middle, couldn't be kept alive by Trentino, but a good adjustment there by Spertoli, understanding that any block against Penali is going to be a weaker one. He's going to try and go to him as much as he can. Beautiful rip there by Jendrik in the middle. So Tolo misses that serve short. Good rip there from Penali, handled pretty well by Schott. Oh, and a missed connection, rare, from Grantkin to Jendrik. Not even able to make contact with it. And just a lot of uncharacteristic errors for Berlin in this second set. They are all out of sorts, and Trentino is happily taking advantage. They lead by 8 here in the second. Not at all what I expected after an extremely competitive extra point first set. A good serve from Penali. Tuia hammered through the block and couldn't be kept alive. Nice work by Samuele Tuia, providing a bit of a spark off the bench. I wonder where this ball went in relation to the block. Ah, right between a seam. Okay. Yeah, nice quick offense there. That's what it's all about. If you can keep the opposing middle blocker just half a step behind, your chances at scoring become a lot easier. Kaziski is rejected by Jendrik and can't be covered. Really nice move by number 4 in black and orange. And I think Kaziski thought he had a seam to swing at that Jendrik closed at the last second. Let's see if we can see this in the replay. Berlin trying to create some momentum back on their side. They trail by 6. Not a good serve there by Tuia at all. Kaziski, Grantkin runs it down. Schott, very tight set. Pretty good opportunity here in transition. Micheletto generates the reset, but can't be covered. Nice disciplined block right there. Looked like Jeff Jendrik got most of that one. Yeah, sure enough, they leave Grantkin to block on the left. They move Schott and Jendrik to the right. All sorts of scrambling going on for both teams. 12 serving 18. Ace serve, yes, right down the sideline. Jeff Jendrik with a beauty. Oh, I absolutely love that serve. Can't do it much better than that. A float server from position 5 right down the sideline. That's an extremely difficult ball for a receiver to get on the outside of, and even if he touches it, to keep it in the court like that. Great serve there from Jendrik. Much better pass there from Micheletto, and crushed out of the middle by Marco Pedrashin again. Just just love the way that Ricardo Spertoli sets his middle attackers and his willingness to go to them. I'd say the same about Grankin for Berlin for sure. Comfortable 6-point lead here for Trentino. Shot on the left side, high off the hands of Spertoli, and well out of play. Good first ball side out right there. Berlin's going to need some more effort from the service line. Can't make up deficits inside out. It's got to come on your serve. Let's see what Grankin's got here. Ace serve. Wow, right on cue. Man, Sergei Grankin's timing is impeccable, and that was a beauty right in the seam. That is what jump serving is all about there, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about hitting the ball as hard as you can, but if you can locate it in between the passers instead of right at one of them, you force them to make a choice. That's a good changeup, mixing that one up short, but Micheletto straight over the top of the block. That was just unstoppable. Amazing swing right there from the unicorn. Watch this. Look at where this goes in relation to the block. Okay, a little bit of a seam there left between Mota and Sotola, but that is just contact. It's so high. So difficult to stop that. Berlin back within 4 after the Spertoli service error, but all Trentino needs to worry about is their side-out offense, and they're going to be looking at a 2-0 lead. 12 service errors already for Berlin. Wow, that is a damning statistic. Their ace-to-error ratio, not all that good. Beautiful dig by Grankin, but right on the net and hammered by Pinali on the rebound. Dig by Grankin there, but yeah, unfortunately for Berlin, it's right on a platter for Giulio Pinali. It's a 5-point lead once again. Good pass there by Donani. Mota is slowed down, but can't be run down by Micheletto defensively. So again, Berlin's side-out offense been looking good here lately, but they need it from the service line. Oh my goodness. Wow, Sresso Lisinac. This guy is just crazy the things that he can do attacking the ball. Look at that. That arm swing is so weird. He's like completely around the side of the ball. Just the athleticism of the guys at this level is just off the charts. It's so much fun to watch. Lisinac's back to serve. Ace serve. Oh my goodness. Sresko Lisinac is taking over. Look at this, just a laser beam. Look at that. Wow, the spin, or lack thereof, honestly. That nasty, like funky semi-spin. And it hooks a little bit from Tuia's left. It's up at the right side of his platform. Nobody in the world is passing that ball. And I don't even mind that service error from Lisinac. That's clearly a ratio that his team will take every time. 1 ace to 1 error. Trentino closing in on a 2-0 lead, 23-18. Very impressive performance here by the home side in the second set. Pinali rushed on the right side again. Really impressed by Ricardo Spertoli and Giulio Pinali, the both of them, considering that Berlin is willing to not spend as many blocking resources against Pinali. They want to try and make him beat them. So far he has, and that's a lot to do with Spertoli's confidence in his opposite. Set point Trentino, 24-18. Jendrik out of the middle, slowed down by the block. Good opportunity here. Micheletto out of the pipe. They look to have missed it out of bounds long, but I think they want a block touch challenge. We'll see if Trentino goes for one. Definitely not touched by the block. They might be looking at a touch off of Schott in position 6 defense. And I don't think it touched him either, so it looks like Berlin saves the set point. So Tuia back to serve. Blocking substitute in here for Grankin. I'm not sure who it is. We haven't seen it yet. Looks like it could be Cody Kessel. Yes, it is. Set point number 2 for Trentino. Pinali kept alive. Shot rolled down the line, dug by Pinali. Another opportunity. Kaziski, sharp cross court right on the sideline, and that is it. Matej Kaziski has delivered Trentino set number 2 on a silver platter. And the home side leads 2-0 in the first leg of this quarterfinal series. It was all that one huge run on the serve of Marco Pedrashinin that put Trentino up 11-4 or so, and Berlin could never come back from that. 2-0, the Trentino lead, 25-19 in the second. Can Berlin turn things around and fend off a sweep? We will see in just a few minutes as we come back with set number 3. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Set number 3 coming your way live of Trentino versus Berlin in the 2022 CEV Champions League quarterfinals. My name is Rob St. Clair. Thanks very much for watching live on Eurovolley.tv and the European Volleyball YouTube channel. Get involved with the action on social media. Use the hashtag CLVolleyM. And follow the CEV on all the various social platforms that you use. Trentino took the second set 25-19 after winning the first 27-25. They lead 2-0 at home. And every set, especially in a 2-match series, home and away, will be in Berlin next week. Every set is extremely important. So Berlin is not looking to get swept right here. We'll see if they can regain a little bit of the offensive confidence that they had in set number 1. So Ben Patch back in at the opposite. Tim Carl back in at outside hitter for Berlin. No changes for Trentino. Julia Pinali still in at the opposite in Lavia's absence. Shot starting us off, serving for Berlin on the right side of your screen. And a beautiful put away there. Fresco Lisinac in the middle has still been largely unstoppable. What else is new? If you've been watching Lisinac's plays for several years for the Serbian national team and club teams all over Europe, he is consistently one of the best blockers, attackers, and servers wherever he plays. Carl blocked by Pedrashinin, but well out of bounds. Good high rip right there by number 9 in black and orange. Such a fast delivery from Sergei Grankin, even from well off the net. The tempo of the Berlin offense never suffers. Tight pass there, handled by Spertoli, tipped over the top by Kaziski and kept alive. Patch dug easily by Zenger off a good block touch. Penali slowed down. Oh, Carl, really smart tip. Love that choice. He totally fooled Penali into thinking about pulling his arms away. Trentino's complaining about something. I can't imagine what. That looked like a completely legal play to me. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. Smart off speed there from Carl. Berlin takes a 2-1 lead here in the third. Kaziski, wow, what a bomb. And the 37-year-old Bulgarian makes up for his own less than perfect pass. Just makes a double block look invisible. Look at this swing. A triple block even, right over the top of a freakish athletic blocker like Ben Patch. It's crazy. Good rip there from Penali as well. Grankin well off the net. Carl, beautiful swing. Sharp cross court inside a good double block and right on the sideline. That is a world-class rip right there from number 9 in black and orange. Just gorgeous. He's pumped about it for good reason. Here's Ben Patch. Beautiful delivery again. Spare to lead in the middle, this time put away by Marko Pedrašinin. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful set choice. You can see the Berlin block just about a half a second late in throwing their hands up there. Half a second is just killer at this high level of volleyball. Is that an ace serve there? No, not quite. Kaziski thought that might have been in bounds. We'll see if we see a challenge here from Lorenzetti. I believe we will, actually. Yeah, so Trentino checking out if that serve from Matej Kaziski caught a piece of the baseline. And a very quick decision and review. That's what I love about the challenge system. It's become really efficient these last couple years, and sure enough, that ball not out of bounds by much, but clearly out of bounds. And I like the speed with which we're able to verify that call. Credit to our replay officials. 4 serving 3. Tim Carl and Berlin have a 1-point lead here, trying to avoid a sweep. Good pass. Penali, broad jumps to get that one out of the back row, covered by Zenger. Oh, another brilliant tip by Alessandro Micheletto. He is unbelievable at disguising that. Watch his arm. Oh, I just love that so much. He drops it down so crazy low. He barely gets it over the tape, but like, you can't do anything against that as a blocker. If you pull your hands away, he just hammers it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, dumped over by Grankin. Wow, the first one of those we've seen from either team. And Lorenzetti's got his arms out in disbelief that his team didn't make that play. Good time for Grankin to take the offense into his own hands. Or hand, rather, that one left-handed setter throwdown. 5 serving 4. Another middle attack, this time dug by Carl. Grankin, what on earth did I just see? Are you kidding me? Sergei Grankin, with no approach, took a rip at it with his left hand. This is a right-handed player. This is crazy. Look at this. Oh, man. He could have fooled me, man. That looked like a proper left-handed swing. That was incredible. I had no idea Sergei Grankin had that in the tool bag, but why should I be surprised with the Russian legend at this point? That was incredible. Good run down there by Patch off the block touch. Trentino offense is all out of sorts here. Let's see what Micheletto can do. Covers himself off the joust. Micheletto again. Incredible sharp cross-court angle. It is so amazing what Alessandro Micheletto is able to do with his arms. The angle that he can create, being a left-hander on the left side and contacting it so high. Look at that, just straight across his body. It's amazing. Almost nobody in the world can hit that shot just like that. Trentino back within 1. Good short serve there by Spertoli. Patch is clamped, straight down stuff block. Lisanats and Micheletto are all over that one, and we are tied. Huge block there from Trentino. Check this out. Oh, absolutely perfect. Just textbook double blocking. Beautiful move by Lisinats. 6 apiece. Perfect pass there. Shot high flat, and looked like it caught a piece of the court as well. Excellent deep swing by Rubed Shot at only 1.92 meters. Oh yeah, that is a beauty. Really nice rip by number 3 in black and orange. Again, the only German in the Berlin starting lineup. Very internationally based team. Grankin passed easily by Micheletto. Kaziski out of the back row. Off of Karl defensively and out of play. Both teams have gone to that quick pipe attack a little bit. Surprised we haven't seen it a little bit more, to be honest with you guys. Every outside hitter at this level is just so good at ripping that ball out of the pipe spot there in the back row. It's such an important part of these high-level offenses. Shot back to serve, having himself a pretty nice match so far. 1-point lead looking to extend. Just barely out of bounds there, at least that's the initial call. Shot thought he has an ace serve. So does Grankin. We might see a challenge here. Yes, we will. Very close. That's not the camera angle really to tell. But again, credit to our replay officials for getting that confirmed quickly, and yes, indeed, it was out of bounds. Wow, our officials are really on their game today. Huge credit to our entire officiating crew. They have been excellent so far. 8 apiece. Lisinats mixes that one up. Hand pass by Karl and crushed to the floor by Mota in the middle. Shank pass by Kaziski. Zanger has to run it down. It is a hittable ball for Kaziski, though. Good reset. Better opportunity here now for Trentino. But another good defensive play. Karl tries to get a reset of his own, but it can't quite be covered. Trentino, after a pretty wacky rally, ties us up at 9. Penali back to serve, having himself a really nice match. Berlin has challenged him to produce. They've dared him to score points against them, and he has, including he's been really good from the service line. That is a bomb by Jeff Jendrick out of the middle off a perfect pass. It's just nothing you can do, man, when the ball's passed perfectly at this high of a level. And these offenses are so good and have so many weapons everywhere. When the ball's passed perfectly and you're an opposing middle blocker, you have the hardest job in the world. And sometimes you just kind of have to guess. That time, pretty much no block up against Jendrick. But Patch misses that serve short. We're tied up at 10 once again. Trading service errors. This time Kaziski can't find his way over the tape. Just to go over the format of this 2-match series really quickly. 2 matches home and away, 1 in each team's home gym. And after 2 matches, whoever has the most points, like match standing points, will advance. Good rip there by Micheletto on the left side. By match points, I mean you get 3 points if you win a match in 3 or 4 sets, 2 points for a 5-set win, 1 point for a 5-set loss. And if after the 2 matches the teams have the same number of points, we would go to a golden set, a 1-set tiebreaker to 15 to decide who advances. What a dig there by Pedrashina. Penali gets the reset off the block. Micheletto high hands, gets the deflection off of Grankin. too wide for Patch to run down. Really smart volleyball there all around from Trentino. Just bettering the ball at every conceivable touch. Give your team a better opportunity. Smart swing from Penali there earlier, and then eventually terminated by Micheletto. That's what it's all about for this Trentino team. Patch crushed on the right side against a one-on-one. Beautiful delivery there from Grandkin again. Good block touch there, slowed down Lisenat momentarily, but it couldn't be kept alive in the Berlin backcourt. However, that is a sign of a pretty good adjustment for the Berlin block. Moto was definitely there. Berlin's definitely hoping to capitalize on a block touch like that next time. Wow, very uncharacteristically mishandled ball there from Berlin, and effectively an ace serve. And I believe a timeout here from Berlin after that latest mistake. Trentino's opened up a narrow 2-point lead. Been very close so far here in the third. But given the set score what it is at 2-0 in Trentino's favor, Coach Cedric Renard cannot take any chances. Let's listen in.
Okay, we need to be efficient on this just to split their block and to be more easy then. Okay, allez, let's go, boys.
Transition, take the risk, take the risk.
Bertoli serving out of the timeout, looking to extend, really putting the pressure on Trentino here. Patch out of the back row answers. What a bomb. 27-year-old American Ben Patch has signed a long-term contract with Berlin. He will be playing for this team for the foreseeable future. Having an excellent season in the Bundesliga and in Champions League, has led Berlin in scoring throughout Champions League so far. Serve missed short by Grandkin. 2-point lead back to Trentino. Still plenty of time for Berlin, but they've got to keep their side-out offense humming on all cylinders. This is not an easy server to do it against. Good pass there by Shaw. Patch with the interesting reverse tip on the left side. Opportunity here for Penali. Somehow finds some space down the line. I have no idea how Penali was able to sneak that ball between the blockers out and inside the antenna. That was incredible. I hope we get another look at this. Wow, that's an amazing shot. Incredible inside-out shoulder action there from Giulio Penali. Really impressed with the match that he's having. A 3-point lead now for Trentino. Berlin has got to be very careful here. They're going to take all the time they need to mop up the court. Maybe a little gamesmanship going on there. Micheletto the Unicorn serving once again. Tipped over the top by Schott. Good read by Zenger. Penali again, this time sprayed it out of bounds. He was looking for a block touch. And his frustration there tells you that we probably won't be seeing a challenge on this play. So Berlin gets out of rotation 1 off the hitting error, but now they trail by 2. Let's see if Schott's got some serving heroics up his sleeve. Didn't miss by much, but well watched by Zenger, the former Berlin man. Very interested to see how Zenger is received in Berlin in the match next week. I'm sure that'll be fun for him as a homecoming. That looked like a foot fault against Lisenat. Yes, indeed it was. But all the pressure right now on Berlin to serve tough and serve inbounds. Trentino can take a couple chances with the narrow lead they've got right now, and now a service substitute. Matt West, the backup setter. 28-year-old American out of Pepperdine University, has played all over Europe. West, number 15 in black and orange. Serve and play some defense here. Good pass there by Micheletto. Wow, what a stuffed block. Beautiful read. Jeff Jendrick finally is able to shut down one of the Trentino middle attackers. Excellent move by number 4 in black and orange right there. Just what Berlin was looking for. Yeah, awesome hands from Jendrick. And it's a 1-point game. West again on the serve. Not this time. West will go back to the bench, but Berlin doing a nice job trimming the lead just slightly. Now 18-16 Trentino. Good serve there by Pinali. Patch will take it out of system swing. Covered by Donani. Patch on the second contact. Takes a rip at it and puts it away cross court. Wow. What a break there for Berlin. Excellent block coverage from Santiago Donani. So good, in fact, that he's going to get an assist in the stat sheet on that play. That was incredible. What a touch by number 10 in white. Donani, the Olympic bronze medalist from that incredible Cinderella run from Argentina this past summer. Here's Patch. Not this time. Berlin's serving has not been as good the last 10 points or so. 19-17 Trentino. Getting really interesting here in the third set. Huge moment. Pretty good pass there from Carl. Having a system swing, and he puts it away off the block and out of bounds. Huge individual effort right there for number 9 in black and orange. Timothy Carl gets his team out of a pretty tough spot. This is not an easy ball to score on off a platform set against 3 blockers. Carl pulled it off. It's a 1-point game again. Overpassed. Grandkin to shot off the block and out of bounds. Zenger can't run it down, and we are tied. What a serve from Timothy Carl, right off the shoulder, I think, of Micheletto. Back to the Berlin side, and they take advantage. Tie game here in the third. Heck of a battle and a response by Berlin after going down 2-0, and I believe we're going to have a Trentino timeout here. Yes, we will.
I paralleli hanno ampliato poco, stanno facendo questo o in mezzo o così, lì andiamo a prendere qualcosa in più, però questo io sono sicuro che andiamo a prendere, teniamo il cambio palla e grande attenzione sulle flotte. Sulle giocate.
I wish my Italian was up to par to be able to understand Lorenzetti in the timeouts, because I really love hearing what coaches talk about during timeouts and matches at this level. It's often just really specific little things in certain rotations to gain little advantages in certain matchups. We've heard the same thing from Maynard for Berlin throughout the match. But a big opportunity here. Timothy Carl, a tie game in a third set. That's a pretty good pass there from Micheletto. Hammered. Wow, Micheletto just perfect. Exactly what Trentino needed. A nice high rip on the left side that almost no defense on the planet can stop. Look at this contact point. Look at how high he is. Jeff Jendrick is an enormous blocker. At 2 meters and 8, and a pretty max jump there, and Micheletto just went right over the top of him. That's crazy. Narrow 1-point lead now for the Italian side, 20-19 in the third. Ooh, underset ball to Jendrick, but he gets away with it. Smart tip right on the sideline in position 2, and we're tied again, now at 20 all. Oh, interesting. Wout de Heer, back at middle blocker, the 20-year-old Belgian, came in to block for Trentino on that last play, but now he goes back to the bench. Spertoli back on court to set the offense, and now a very similar blocking sub in here for Berlin. So Grandkin to the bench. I assume it's Marek Sotola in as the blocking sub. We'll check on that for you guys. Jendrik, the server, already has an ace in this match. Good pass there by Micheletto. Oh, my goodness. Alessandro Micheletto again. Makes a block look invisible, just lands, shakes his head like, these guys can't stop me. That was Cody Kessel there, the blocking sub. Again, like really good size, great athlete, and Micheletto just went straight over the top of him. It's crazy. 21-20 Trentino. Shot. Oh, pretty decent defensive opportunity there by Trentino, but negated by a net violation against their block. So Berlin does achieve the side out, and it's tied again. Maybe Lisinach, as he landed, like turned and hit the bottom of the net or something there. 21 all. Grankin back in at the service line, and Oreste Cavuto back up outside hitter in for Trentino. We saw the same substitution in the first set. Beautiful rip there. Lisinach in the middle. Gives Trentino a 1-point lead again. 22-21. We could very well be headed for extra points here. Remember, you must win by 2. We saw it in the first set that Trentino took 27-25. The unicorn from the service line. Can he get an all-important point of insurance? Tough pass there from Donani. This will be a free ball here for Trentino. A huge opportunity. Spertoli, Kaziski, good dig from Carl. Patch is roofed by the 3-man block. Pinali, Lisinach, and Kaziski were there. And a rotation 1 trap right now for Berlin. Ben Patch on the left side, roofed by Kaziski, and it's a 2-point Trentino lead. A huge point for the Italians on serve right there. 23-21, Micheletto again. What's he gonna do now? He's gonna miss it into the top tape. Sigh of relief for Berlin for sure. But Trentino now can side out twice and win this match. Schott has got to serve in, and he's got to serve tough. 22-23. Tough pass there by Zenger. Kaziski will take an out-of-system swing, and he puts it away through the block. Right on the end line, I believe. What a clutch put away right there by number 1 in white. Let's see where this went in relation to the block again. Wow, somehow found a microscopic seam to bring up match point Trentino. 24-22. Lisinach with an opportunity here to be the hero. Overpassed. Kaziski for the match, straight down through the block, dents the floorboards, and that is it. What a match by the Trentino side. Incredible victory, pulling away from an extremely tight third set. They have swept Berlin at home. 3-0 and 25-22 in the third, and that sets up a battle in Germany next week. Now, the worst Trentino could do is go to a golden set. All the pressure on Berlin now to win next week's match in 3 or 4 sets. Otherwise, Trentino will advance. Incredible match from the home side. Trentino extremely clutch in the late stages of sets 1 and 3, and dominated set number 2 with a couple great service runs. The home crowd here in Italy is delighted. Step number 1 complete for Trentino. They win the match in sweeping fashion at home. Confirmation of the final score lines there. 27-25, 25-19, 25-22. These two teams will be right back at it again next Wednesday. Wednesday, March 16th in Berlin. We'll have the second leg of this quarterfinal battle. The winner advancing to play Perugia. Look at the final stats. Trentino trailing in aces, but leading in kills and blocks and passing percentage. So Trentino, without Daniele Lavia, survives and sweeps Berlin at home to set up a really interesting rematch in Germany next week. So make sure you tune in for that one. Pick up a subscription to Eurovolley.tv, where you can watch every single European match live and on demand. And until next week, ladies and gentlemen, that is about all the time we have for now. Thanks very much for watching. Another thriller of a Champions League week coming up next week, starting on Wednesday. Rob St. Clair signing off for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Many congratulations, Rechko. Big match, a very strong match for your team. What is your opinion about this match?
Thank you for your nice words. Yes, we played very good from the beginning of the game. I think we managed to do very good percentage inside out. This brings us first set, where the opponent team pushed really strong on serve, and it was really risky this set to finish in our advantage, but we managed it. Second was a little bit consequences of the first one, and in the third again one big battle, and it could finish also in different way, but I think we kept focus until the end, and we managed to win in this first game. Now we need to play Italian League game and go back in Berlin to compete again against this strong team.
It's only the first step, but an important step.
Yes, it's only first game. It's still nothing finished. We have to play on the court of their team, where they played really good in all Champions League group. They beat some very big teams, and will not be easy to compete with them. But as I said, we have to look our side of the court to do what we can do, and don't offer too many mistakes to other team. Thanks so much.
Facciamo in italiano.